What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm coming to you from my house right now. I'm actually getting ready to hit the road a little bit later on, but I thought I'd make a video before I go. And basically, the gist of this video is I'm gonna break down UPS and how it works, the different divisions, so you can kind of get an understanding of how UPS operates and the different divisions and how to get in and the pay. All right, so let's jump into this. First of all, UPS Freight, as you all know, it's the world's largest shipping company. It has its own airline and cargo company. It's huge. It's headquartered in Sandy Springs, Georgia, and it was established first in 1907. And 2004 is when it actually became UPS Freight. They actually started the semi truck, the freight side of it. I think they bought out overnight for like $1.25 billion. Crazy. But let's get into it. So first, you got UPS. You have the truckload division. You have the LTL division, and you also have the P&D, package and delivery division. LTL, which means less than truckload, and you have the truckload division. First, I'm gonna start off with the truckload division. The truckload division, it's the white trucks with the black tires. It's usually Volvos. You might see some Cascadias, but they're a dedicated and they're non-union, which I'm gonna get into the whole union non-union probably in another video because it's crazy. But UPS does have union and non-union positions, and truckload is one of the non-union divisions. Um, Also, dedicated, as in it's the truckload division, doesn't mean you have a dedicated route. It means they're dedicated to certain customers. Like the division I'm in, the truckload division I'm in, we're non-union and we're dedicated to the Ferguson account. Which, as you guys, if you don't know, Ferguson's a huge commercial plumbing and electric like company. Also, the truckload division has flatbed, curtain side, loads, stuff like that. They're more of the traditional trucking company, as you got Warner, Swift, stuff like that. They pull palletized freight. They also deal with brokered freight, stuff like that. That's truckload, and the pay scale for truckload, I believe, starts at it's 1650 and it goes up to about, I think it was like 2290, 2290, I believe. And they start you at, I believe it's like 38 cent per mile, and it goes up to about 52 cent per mile solo. All right. So, and also the truckload division, they do pull LTL freight, but there's a lot of how can I put this? There's a lot of politics in that because, as you know, as you'll find out, the LTL division is union. So I'll get into the LTL side in a second. But yeah, that's really the truckload side. They usually bounce you around. Um, you do just about any and everything. You're home. They say 3 nights out of the week and on the weekends. Me, I'm home. It seems like every other night or every night. Just it all depends on what I do for the week. I mean, sometimes if I go over the road, I'll be going for a week, but I'm back by like Friday, which I have my weekends off. Sunday night, Monday, I'm back on the road. And a lot of the times with truckload, you're running at night because they do a lot of night runs. And also, any division, the LTL and truckload, you got to have hazmat to basically, that's just one of the requirements. And it's the truckload side, it's 2 years of experience, hazmat, a very clean driving record. They want nothing but the best. Now let's jump over to the LTL side. And the LTL side is a less than truckload. They were established August 8th, 2005. They were formerly known as Overnight, and they were the ones that were bought out for 1.25 million. And most of their freight is broken down into units. My bad. They don't really pull freight like we do, and most of the weight with the LTL side is between like 151 pounds, 20,000 pounds. I mean, it's real light. They don't really pull heavy loads on the LTL side. Most of it is hub to hub, and then from there they have the city drivers that go take and make the deliveries to whatever companies or businesses they need to deal with. Also on the LTL side, it's solo and team runs. Most of the, like I've seen, the team runs are basically the long haul. They probably do have some solo long haul runs, but it's mostly team, and it's also slip seat. Slip seat means that you're not designated to a truck. Unlike the truckload side, which is like the traditional trucking company, you're assigned to a truck, and it's your truck. You can put whatever you want in it. They don't have a rider policy. They don't have a pet policy. So you have to leave your passengers and stuff at home, leave your pets at home, because they're strictly trucking. They don't do the whole rider policy and stuff like that. So it's not like your traditional trucking company, and that's the truckload side. So the LTL side is slip seat, which means you're sharing a truck with a guy, and the next week you could be with a completely different person. Same with the trucks too. You're assigned to a truck, but at any given point, it's not your truck. So you usually just bring a bag or whatever. You do what you got to do, take your bag off, turn your truck in, and that's it. And their pay scale, which, as you know, they're union, so their pay scale is a lot higher, and it ranges between, I believe it was like $16.82 all the way up to, I think the highest paid driver makes about $27 an hour. But you have to remember, in order to see that, you have to be there for years. I mean, you got to put at least 5 years in before you see like the top pay. And also, the truckload side has a 401k. They still have the same benefits as the LTL and the P&D side. But when it comes to the benefits of the truckload side, it's 401k, and you get full benefits and everything else. I mean, the benefits are really, 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 really cheap for everything. I mean, you'll be surprised. I think I paid like $125 for basically Kaiser, dental, all that, vision. I mean, it's probably the best in the industry. The LTL side, as you know, they're union, so all of their medical is paid through the union, but they do have union dues. And I think there's like $1,000 initiation fee to join the union. And I'm going to make a video explaining the difference between union and non-union job, and, kind of give you an idea of how that works. And at any given point, the truckload division, I could switch over and go to the LTL side. It's basically just like I would have to turn in a 2 weeks notice on the truckload side, get hired on the LTL side, and start there. After 5 years of being on the LTL side, you get a pension. They don't have 401k, but they do have a pension, and that pension stays with you for the rest of your life. So that's one of the benefits. Also, when it comes to their pay on the LTL side, I believe team is like 68 cents per mile, and you basically, they can send you wherever, but that's split. And then also the P&D side, which is the package and delivery side, which is their hubs usually are by the airport. They deal with like airport freight, small packages, stuff that's not on pallets, kind of like FedEx Ground. Well, the P&D side of UPS would be like UPS Ground. And they have feeder drivers, which is their semi-trucks. And you start in the warehouse and you work your way up. And they deal, with the whole small packages and boxes and stuff like that. We don't really deal with the P&D side that much. I've seen a few of those guys at the around the yard, and I'll see them fueling up, stuff like that, because we all usually fuel up at the yards. We don't really fuel up at truck stops and stuff, unless we have to. Like the truckload guys, we do, because we'll be out in the sticks, and so we have to. So basically, that's, a little rundown of how UPS works. If I missed something, I'm sorry. It's just, man, it's a lot to take in and a lot to learn about, UPS and really how it works. And also, when it comes to the union side, they have to bid and they have union meetings and the whole 9 yards. And also getting hired on to UPS, you just have to go online and apply. Because a lot of people ask me, oh, how do you get on? How do you do this? How do you do that? Like I tell everybody, you just gotta apply and I mean, um, hope for the best. I applied and I think I applied like 6 months before they even called me. I just put in an application just to do it, and out of the blue, I mean, they called me, and I mean, it's been a good look for me. You know, starting over and everything. It's really helped me financially. It's cool. It's good. It's not that owner op money, but it's basic. It's decent money. You'll make between I would say 400 and 1,800 a week after taxes, depending on what you do. Because at the same time, seniority does play a huge part at UPS. So if you don't have the seniority, then you're not gonna get the really good routes. And another thing about the LTL side, when it comes to seniority, say if you have senior drivers that want to take your route, they can do that. You really don't see it too much on the truckload side, but it does happen. But when it comes to seniority, it plays a huge part. So you got to start from the bottom and work your way up. Same with the pay. You're not gonna make top dollar starting off, but I mean, there's guys at UPS that have been there 20, 15, 18 years that are making like 18, 2,200 a week after taxes, but they've been there, they put their time in. So, they deserve that. So, yeah, I mean, I hope, this helped out, shine a little light on how UPS works and, you know, gives you guys a real understanding of how the company works. Because, I mean, you can try to find video about UPS, but you really don't see much. So, yeah, it's your boy Ghost. I'm about to sign out. I'm about to, jump, take a nap. So, I mean, I will see y'all later. Love, peace, prosperity. Look out for my next videos. Deuces.